When dehydrating celery, choose a fresh crisp bunch. Wash it and remove the ends and leaves. Celery takes longer to rehydrate than most other vegetables, so if you'll be wanting to faster rehydrate, then destring your celery before you dehydrate it. You break it in half and pull the stringy bits off like that. Then chop up what's left. And disregard the stringy bit. I'm going to be making bone broth with my dehydrated celery, so I'm going to leave it intact, which will take longer to rehydrate, but that's going to be fine because making bone broth takes a long time in the slow cooker, so it'll have plenty of time to rehydrate. Chop the celery into about 1/4 inch pieces. Try and get them fairly uniform so that you can have even dehydration. If you want a greener colour with your end product, then blanch it in hot water for 2 minutes at this point. I'm not going to worry about that either because no one's going to see my celery. You can dehydrate the leaves on a separate tray. It doesn't take very long for them to dehydrate and you can use them for seasonings, but I'm going to give mine to the ducks and chickens. Place the celery pieces on the drying trays in a single layer with a bit of space around the pieces for really good airflow. The celery will shrink up considerably, so I'm placing a spare tray at the bottom to catch the pieces that fall through the trays. You can use your screens on your trays if you have them. I actually use mine later in the drying process when they are a bit smaller. Place your trays on the dehydrator and dehydrate at 55 degrees Celsius or 125 degrees Fahrenheit. It can take up to 18 hours to dehydrate celery, and it's a bit faster if you've destrung your celery. Throughout the process, swap your trays around every few hours, as the trays at the bottom dry faster than the ones at the top. After about 12 hours, that's when I use my screen. I place all of my almost dried celery pieces on the screen and finish off the dehydrating process. To use your dehydrated celery, if you destrung it, you will have to cook it for at least 45 minutes. And if you didn't destring it like me, then you'll need to cook your dehydrated celery pieces for at least 3 hours. The celery is ready when it's darker in colour. It's all shriveled up and hard and brittle. Make sure it's really dry, because if it's not dried properly and there's any moisture left inside your celery pieces, it will mould. Store it in an airtight and moisture tight jar. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.